Hey guys, Sky Husky here. So recently I was requested to show everyone how I actually make the animations most of you have seen on my YouTube channel. So that's why I'm here today. I'm going to be showing you guys what I do and how I prepare to make these. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So I'm probably just gonna um, let's see, we're just gonna do some random ones. So I put my frame rate on 72, and then, I obviously name my session. We're just gonna go with random, and click create. So obviously you'll have to load a map. So we right click after it's all loaded. Just gotta give it a few minutes, because it has to register and load everything that's in here. See, it has to load. So I'm going to show you guys what I do and stuff. I normally, firstly, you guys will see I do posing in camera first. So that's what I'm going to show you guys first on today's list. Just gotta give it some time to load, and there we go. So you right click in this black box here, go down, go to load map, and whatever map you want to use that you have in your subscribed files will show up here. Crap. Will show up here. So if I search FNAF, or how about Fred Bears, you see I have like one, two, three, four, I think like 7 maps in total of this one. So I'm gonna click this one. It's Fred Bears Austin version day map. Click open, and as you see up here, it'll start loading in your map. And depending on what kind of computer you'll have to give it some time to load, because, well, SFM's been out for a long time, so it's getting kind of, old and stuff. So yeah, so there's that. Let's first of all things you need to do. I should have. Oh, you guys can barely see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, I gotta fix this. It might be terrible editing, but I'm sorry. Hope you guys saw most of what I was trying to do. Alright, it's loading. I have to edit that. If you guys were wondering what was going off my screen, it was a little too big for the setting. Sometimes with Streamlabs it doesn't automatically render what window I'm in. So yeah. Alright, so as you can see we got our map here. This is the work camera. So here's what I do. I load in a camera. I go down here, change camera, camera 1. You have to click on the camera, go to this little box, and it's the timeline where it lets you move the camera. Let's say I want to be right here. Next, we go to this box, right click again, go to create animation set for new models. And from here you can search whatever model you have in your SFM. So I'm going to go for, let me see, we're going to go for Ignited Bonnie. Oops. Ignited Bonnie. As you can see, there he is, and I have other ones such as this one and a few others, but I'm going to go with this one. And here, this is our next step, posing. So I grab the model by holding control and selecting one of these, and then I move him on down to where he's on the floor, and then I pose him how I want him to. So normally I pose depending on what animation I'm doing. So for example, we're gonna go back to the timeline here, and we're gonna scroll down where it says music, dialogue, and effects, right click, add clip to track. And here, again, there will be whatever sounds you have in your sound files from games and stuff, or subscribed files, or downloaded MP3/waves. So let's see. And from here you just gotta see, I don't know if you guys are able to hear that, but when you click on one, there will be audio. So like, drag me to the Crusher from one of the FNAF games, this is what it'll let you hear. So let's see. We'll use a random one. I'll use this one from one of these songs I like. Alright, so then we start posing. So I'm gonna make Bonnie have a little bit of a maybe like angry look. So we're gonna take his arm. And you see his hand, we had to hold control to select each individual bone. So then I'm going to grab his hand, I'm going to do this, make it to where, oops, make it like that. Now posing should be fairly easy. Well, if you've been doing this for a long time like I have, I've been doing this for almost 2 years, a year maybe. So it should be easy, but for you beginners out there, it might be a little hard at first. So as you can see, I made it to where Bonnie has a fist, so we gotta make his thumb tuck under though. And then we can position his ears too by holding control again and selecting the individual bones. And there you go. Some models, if you right click on it, there will be another part, another little drop down menu, and it sets skins. So your model will have different skins. So there's that too. Now to get the animation part itself, after you're done posing, however you want to look, you will have to do this. You'll go into this little button here, zoom into the timeline, and picture and match how his voice will go with it. So then we hold control again, click his jaw, and now we are able to move his jaw. So for the next minute, I will try to do this as best as I can. So you zoom in again, and we'll see right there we want to yell GF. So we'll have to lip sync it. So kind of like this. And sometimes there will be these keys right here. You don't want those, because they make the animation sharper than they should be. So then it should be like this. Hold on. It should look like this. So, and now his mouth should look like this. And like head movements, you can go something like this. So yeah, there's this. And yeah, that's really all there is. And yeah, that's really how I make my SFM videos. With basic stuff. Oh, and camera, I almost forgot. Camera, you can do something like this. Let's say I want to be right by his fist, and have it look like we the viewers would be looking up diagonally at him. We can do this. and go like this. And see, now we get this little view. And then again, we want to add head movements if this is the case. And if you want to be more lip sync, like pro lip sync, as you can see, his jaw does not follow along. His endo jaw does not follow along with it. So again, hold control, click BIP endo jaw, and just do something like this. So do this, and then we go like this. And then your endo jaw movement should match along with it like this. So yeah, and there's lighting. So some maps already have their lighting included. If you do enable lighting, this map already has lighting there for you. But if you want to add your own lights, you can go right click, new light. And this is the intensity of the light, so the more the brighter, the less the dimmer. Horizontal is how far the light will go. Ambient intensity I'm not too sure of. Vertical FOV is well up and down. And there's a lot of other things you can play with. Quadratic illusion is where it also dims the light a little bit more for you. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do whenever I start making these. And once you get better, you'll have something like one of the animations I've already made. So we'll go open one of those, and you'll see if you get better how they should look like. So we're gonna load my part 4 of Just an Attraction, which that's already up on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. So then again, see, we don't want the work camera, it's not in there. Click camera 1, and soon you should have an animation that will look something like this whenever you get really good at it. See? So eventually you will get way better at it. Well, that's all from me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you would like to see in the next video. And that's all from me. Have a howling good day, everyone.